started it with the idea that there was a tremendous amount of beauty being created by the small communities within our greater community of Tucson. The Yaquis were playing exciting music and doing beautiful dances. Tohonoatam were playing huayla music and dancing polkas, and nobody knew about that. And they kept their old forms of music and dance, and the old-time fiddlers were fiddling, and the Ukrainian ladies were making those incredibly beautiful Easter eggs, and everybody was cooking their own traditional food on at least special occasions, and there was no way for the general public to enjoy and experience and appreciate this beauty unless they happened to know somebody and either were invited or felt welcome to come into somebody else's turf. And so our idea was to create neutral turf and do something where everybody would feel welcome. Well, I suppose in one sense the most surprising thing is that it's still going. That because communities change, towns change, what works one year might not work 20 years later, but Tucson Meet Yourself seems to have struck a chord with people. Now, it's always been an educational festival. It's always, with a few exceptions, been run by folklorists, which means run by people who are students of traditional culture. And we've always emphasized people acting out their own cultural traditions, rather than people who have learned the traditions of others and are very good at them. We want people who do music because it's part of their entire package of who they are, how they were raised up, what their values, aesthetic values and other values are. And you can obviously pick holes in this. The Greek dancers had a black Greek dancer for a while because a little girl had some friends across the street who did Greek dancing, and she wanted to do it too. And the Greeks aren't going to say, oh, you can't dance with us. And we're not going to say, she doesn't look Greek, you can't put her on stage. But by and large, we try to stick with that notion because our idea was cultural diversity of traditions as shown through the artistic things that those cultural traditions do. Well, I think folklore is terribly important. I think folklore, the study of folklore is the study of basically who we are at a very, very, very basic level. What our family traditions are, what our ethnic traditions are, what our occupational traditions are. And we need a chance for students to learn about these things, to learn sort of where they fit. And also there should be somebody in a position of programmatic work as well as just teaching at the U of A whose mandate is to worry about the intellectual and aesthetic achievements of working class people. And folklorists just about have to do that.
Right.
We don't limit ourselves to that. But universities can sort of by accident be very closed, elitist institutions, and it's nice to bust them open just a little bit every now and then. Listen to talk radio.
Yes.
Read the tabloids. This is a time of tremendous fragmentation, and there are individuals, some of them in our political system, some of them trying just to affect our political system, who are having a lot of success fragmenting us, setting us against each other, and that's sort of in direct contravention to everything I've been working on all my life. And I think Tucson Meet Yourself is good. Once you, well, to put it in slightly out-of-date terms, once you've come down here and talked to some of the people who build and support and drive and show lowrider cars, you're not as likely to think of them as murderous youth gangs as you are otherwise.
Right.
And you can extend that every way. And it also is important because new people, new cultures, new refugee groups are arriving in Tucson every year. Tucson Meet Yourself gives them a chance to, in a very dignified and positive way, say, we're here, and this is who we are. It gives the older groups a dignified and positive chance, and this is just as necessary, especially in this well, quite frankly, anti-immigrant, but also anti-Mexican atmosphere that is in some cases being whipped up by people who probably would deny it if they were sitting here with me. I think everybody gets a chance to say, hey, here I am. In the case of Mexicanos, here I've been for an awful lot of generations. I'm not going to lose my culture. I don't want to be tolerated. I want to be loved. Let's do that. You know, Tucson has always been good at relishing and enjoying and seeing the importance and excitement of cultural differences. Sure, they can be annoying. As a clock-watching Anglo-American, I can be pretty annoying to some of my friends who aren't. But we all have so much to enjoy.